My friend's older brother had this Charger. You needed money. I guess I was 17 years old when I bought that car. And I fell in love with it right away. Just the looks. I drove it myself for 20 years. The kids, I used to have 3 car seats in the back. And we go in the side roads and do burnouts. The kids would love it. Man, I think it was 98 or 99 I sold the car.
Let's go see this car. I know you haven't seen it in 24 years.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be an emotional moment.
Yeah.
For me, I freaking love that car. I should have never sold that.
How long has it been? 20 years? Well, I still remember the story. I was going to the Tim Hortons after work and I saw your car parked there and I left a note on the windshield.
Yeah.
And I guess a couple years later, you phoned me up and you said, well, I have a 72 Charger. Yeah, I'm ready to sell it, and went from there.
So this is your old car. A little different than it was 20 years ago.
Wow, look at the freaking shape of it. Unreal.
They made 165 of these total in North America. Yeah. In Canada, 26. This is a Canadian.
26 of these made.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know what to say. Listen to that. Yeah, she needed some work. Yeah, the dash was all cracked up. It needed lots of money. Whoa, freak, man. Unbelievable. Brings back lots of memories.
My name's Trooper Max, and I'm Gilles' son-in-law. For as long as I've known Gilles, he's always been about one thing, his prized 1972 Charger. It was his passion, his dream, and his glory. But hard times meant selling it to support his family. Now nearly 3 decades later, the desire to recreate his Mopar dream burns hotter than ever. But after being reunited with the car he loves so much, it became quickly apparent that the value of the car made it nearly impossible to reacquire. But sometimes rather than trying to relive history, it's better to start from scratch and start a new chapter in life. So we are on a mission to find a Mopar from 1968 to 1972. But this isn't my first trip around the block, because the fact is 3 years ago I set out on my own journey to find a 1968 to 72 Chevy Nova. The idea? Simple. Find a neglected car that's been off the road for many years and breathe life back into it, giving it a second chance and building memories with my family for years to come. It would take over a year of grueling detective work and seeing over 60 cars to find the perfect Nova. Somebody drove this into the woods.
It was gone when they parked it here.
Things got changed, so it got parked, and that was the end of it.
I didn't do anything with this thing. No, I'm ashamed of myself, to be honest with you.
To me, it belongs in a cemetery.
I don't know, miracles are possible, but I just don't see that happening on this.
We're coming back with the trailer empty or not?
But we did it, we found the car, brought it home, and have been creating memories that will last a lifetime. But restoring such a car can quickly get out of control and consume your entire life. To truly restore a car properly takes a tremendous amount of effort, and after 2 years I realized it's going to take a lot more time. Time Gilles' dream doesn't have. So it's back to the hunt to find the perfect Mopar. This time we're searching all over Canada in hopes of making Gilles' dream come true. But I'm just one guy, and I realize I can't do it myself. So much like last time, I'm asking for your help. We're looking for Mopars from 1968 to 1972, cars that have been locked up for decades, but are just waiting for a second chance at life, for someone to pass the torch and continue being the keeper of history. That's right, we're looking for barn finds. We're not looking for complete restoration projects. We're looking for projects that can be done in a timely fashion, to clean up an old relic and drive it like the way it was meant to be. But more importantly, we're looking to make one man's dream come true. Alright, so there you have it, Gilles' Mopar, the next adventure we're going to be doing on this channel. This is really exciting because I've wanted to do something like this for a long time with Gilles. And I'm going to get into the behind the scenes and kind of give you more information on Gilles, how this is all going to go. But the first thing I want to do is let people know how they can help. So when we were doing this whole Nova project, when we started that, had a tremendous amount of support from people by leaving comments and letting us know and trying to help out and whatnot with information. Heck, it was somebody watching the channel that found our car in the first place. Jerry from New Brunswick found the Nova, and it just goes to show you how much working as a community can go. What's going to help us with this project to make it happen is your support, and by doing that I need to know how many people are excited to see this. So please comment below and even let us know what project you got here, or maybe even tell us how you found the channel in the first place. Any support we can get to get this message around is going to help make it happen, because it's a hell of a challenge, right? It's not going to be easy, but that's what makes it exciting. So secondly, the car itself, we're looking for a car. It's got to be Mopar or no car. That's what he wants. He's looking for a car from 68 to 72. We're talking Dusters, Darts, Road Runners, Chargers, whatever. And it's got to be in Canada. For now, we're just limited to Canada, so that's what we're going to be doing. So we're located in Ontario, but we're willing to do some traveling to find the perfect car. He would love a 4-speed. At the same time, if it's an automatic, it's automatic. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't have to be a perfect car, right? It could have some damage. We totally expect to do some work. Even if the engine has to be swapped, his dream is to have a 440 in there like he had in his previous car. And this project is the complete opposite of what's behind me here. Back there I got the Nova. That's a resto mod. We're doing everything the most complicated and in-depth and all new technology. This is the opposite. This is about having a car that's basically factory condition, old school style. So that's his dream, so we're gonna be doing that. It's about getting the car on the road and enjoying it. Now I know I said barn find, but it doesn't have to be a barn. At the same time, it'd be a car that's just been sitting in a garage for 15, 20 years. Barn finds are just very romantic, and obviously that's very cool, but it's just about taking a car that's been sitting neglected for a long time and it's ready to be put to the next owner and just given a second chance at life. That's the biggest thing. Now, we're not opposed to finding cars that are in good shape that are on the road. However, if we could find a car that has been off the road for a while and needs a little bit of work, it'd just be more story, be much more enjoyable for you guys to see that adventure of the car coming back to life and just writing a new chapter. So who's Gilles to me? Well, first of all, he's my father-in-law. But second of all, he's an amazing grandfather to my kids. And in our family, over time, there's nobody that's helped out more than him. He always takes his spare time and he's always helping everyone out, asking for nothing in return and getting nothing in return. But at the same time, he's not perfect. He's made mistakes, he's battled his demons, he's lost everything in his life, and he's had to build up from nothing. And I think that's a very courageous thing. At the end of the day, we're only human and we make mistakes. I think it takes a big person to pick yourself up, rebuild your life, take the broken pieces and start something new. And that's what he's had to do. He's a great family man, and at this point, I would love to help him out. He's helped out everybody so much. It would just be a dream to do it, and I think with this channel, what we're doing, it just gives us the ability to do that. And doing the cars, we're doing our own project here that's taking forever, and doing between the wheels other people's stories. There's always the third thing that I want to do was some way to help out, to give back. And I think this is the perfect way to do it. I think as a community we can do it if people chip in and help out. So that's what we're asking. We're asking for help. We're asking for information. So if you have information on the car, if you know where this thing is or you know where to find it, let us know. My email is below. It's also in the description, but also you can leave a comment. So get in contact with us, let us know, and let's get this thing around. Leave some comments. Let's try to get this video around. Let's get Gilles' story out there, and let's make his dream come true. Hopefully, as a community, we can make this happen for this guy because he's an awesome person.